Bama's first play tonight. Young looking to throw over the middle, and he's got a man in the slot. And that's Ja'Cory Brooks. He's become a serious weapon for this offense.
Watch the linebacker and watch how he moves and looks to the inside. His eyes right here actually open the slant right behind him.
Bama a bye week since a pretty sluggish offensive performance the game we did in Tuscaloosa against State. Off the play action, flips it to Gibbs. And Gibbs is the top running back. Going to throw again, patch the ball, and finally finds that man, Latu, the tight end, over the middle, and he's inside.
A weapon, and they use him as a decoy. This time, watch the back coming out of the backfield. Gibbs, this time the linebacker bites on him, and there's the patience biting the throw.
Gibbs, first running play of the night, and the speedy transfer from Georgia Tech is Gibbs. String it out. He still makes something of the run. McClellan following some blockers, weaving his way and fighting down. And it's just deafening down there. And
why not the true freshman trying to get down in a hurry? Just anything you can do to help out. They think that Harold Perkins, as a true freshman, 40, has a chance to be the next super.
Young steps up from the pocket and delivers a late throw into the end.
Two initially. Watch his eyes look off to the right. He wants to go there. He's locked up. Then he creates. This is where he's so good. But eyes on the quarterback. A rare
offense all year long for Bama. Off the play action. Young has time, delivers right down the middle into track.
Accuracy of this football. He's looking to get the ball to the left there to the tight end. He's double covered, and then that bracket comes off.
Long. But back out. Young steps up, has some grass, has a long way to go, and will be
defensive backs on the field, but they're dropping. Watch 18 right here. He's dropping, but he also has eyes on Bryce Young because of this. Good job of leveraging, keeping it. Here comes a Bryce.
Perkins hits Young.
See that, watch the running back miss his pressure. He showed it initially. Now Gibbs has got to get out of there quicker. He's got to be able to recognize.
Here in his first year of college football. Young has protection this time, goes down the sideline. Snap it at 3 from the end zone. Young dodges pressure, just bounces the throw.
This is the true freshman. He forces him to have to get out, and then you'll see LSU bring around the defensive end, see him twist around, but it's 40 that ends up getting him out of there.
Went out on top. Gibbs runs through a tackle, stutter step, flag out. Young sets up in the paint again, delivers a throw to Gibbs, who bobbled. On the slant again.
Coverage there. Baskerville ends up getting out here, and I think threatens the potential. Who's coming, who's dropping.
They only rush 3. Young scrambles from the goal line, delivers
up by the Alabama defense.
A little breathing room finally for the Bama offense. They take over at the 25. Gibbs harassed immediately. All here against the blitz. Really an effective quarterback. Bryce checks it down. Brooks hit hard.
Really good job. Watch the secondary. Usually you see open receivers. Nobody open downfield. Trying to get pressure and stay in zone and keep eye.
Pressure. They picked up and across the middle. That's McClellan in a lot of space. It's a foot race. And they finally.
And Major Burns has got a lock up here in the backfield with McClellan. He stumbles right there and loses his footing. That creates the separation. And with everybody else in man-to-man, it becomes a foot race. And I'll tell you what, Burns is lucky he was able to catch up to him.
Burns, the Georgia transfer, showed some good catch-up speed to prevent the touchdown, but the Tide are knocking on the door. That's McClellan. Nothing in the. Young from the pocket. Flushed. And he's going to be trapped.
Keep his eye on Bryce Young, the potential threat of Bryce Young. I mean, look at him. He is locked in on Bryce Young moving. He takes off. Not only does he mirror him, he closes ground.
From behind to stay perfect. Now it's Clemson in a battle on the road, and Alabama down 7-3 here. Gibbs. He won an end.
Exactly.
Young across the middle. On third down, Young across the middle, throws low.
Seeing him, he tries to throw to a spot and hope that he matches it up.
Protection is good this time. A much better running team than they had last year, but not so far tonight. Empty backfield pressure again. The throwing at camp. Pressure again. It's picked up this time, and Gibbs catches the ball.
Comes underneath, and watch the coverage on the back end. You see a DB starting to go out here, and then he has to come back underneath. So well-designed play to get the ball to Gibbs on third down.
Gibbs is in the slot to the left. Young is looking that direction. And across the middle, catch made by the boy with a total of 3 points. A chance to take the lead before halftime.
There it is to the top of your screen. Doesn't impact the play, but it gives you an idea. Burns, who's worked his way back.
Tigers back out. Young has time to scan and flips it to Latu, and he's going to be spot.
The LSU coach is trying to get their attention.
Long throw again, just miscommunication. The misfire makes it 2nd and 10. Young from the pocket, pressured again, tried to find Gibbs.
He's in the inside. He's an undersized big 3 technique, but look at the power against.
Play clock at 4. 3-man rush, ball out, catch made. Stopped tonight, but it's a new half. Gibbs can change the game with any carry and accelerates around.
Watch him kind of get lost and underappreciate the ability to go bounce that right there. He starts to squeeze, and he's got to try to protect.
Gibbs comes in averaging 7 yards a carry. Hasn't been a big part of the offense yet tonight.
Shot in Tuscaloosa, came close.
Young, deep drop, and just fires it into the ground. LSU a chance to get off the field immediately here.
There's Perkins spying again. Oh, this time he moves out.
3-man rush, and they still get him under pressure. McClellan's Knockley. Williams is the back. Bobbled snap. Young almost.
Huddle, fast huddle. And they submerge underneath.
Fumble and a turnover on downs.
He gets the handoff off, too.
Now Gibbs goes in motion. McClellan, stutter step, fights to the 40. 1 for 5. In the pocket, delivers a high throw, and the catch is made. Williams again stumbles, lunges.
Not across, but you're right. He ends up losing his footing, but a great push on the right side. Eki
touching, but for the second time, Williams is converted on the 4th down, and he's got it for about 2 on 1st down here. Gibbs motions out. Young looks back to his right and delivers. And that's Brooks. Couldn't quite escape. He's going to be tackled. Actually,
he moves, they move, their eyes and attention are all out there. Now look at that. Look at that beautiful hole there. We've not seen a lot of that.
Young swarmed and sacked.
With Fouché, who comes off that edge. Great speed. How about he just goes right by the big right tackle, J.C. Latham. He has a size advantage, but Fouché has the quickness and, again, gets to the inside and gets the pressure.
Ball quickly to the edge. Brooks spins away. Young from the pocket. Overthrown.
The best way to affect Bryce Young's accuracy, and it's not off the edges, it's pushing right into his face, where he has
left tackle Tyler Steen is back in the game, and Gibbs is hit and falls forward for.
Bryce Young showing his athletic ability over and over, being able to handle some of these snaps. Look at Perkins chasing that thing down. I mean,
Young steps up and delivers another errant. Young chased again. Flag out to go. We're in the third quarter. And Young almost hit her. 2nd and 10. Gibbs in space. Look out. He can fly. Fastest member of the Crimson Tide team is a game changer.
Watch this offensive line. Able to take on that slant, and then there's the instincts to cut back. Who else does Alabama turn to? They're on the ropes right now, on the road. The quarterback.
Bama finally at 100 rushing yards tonight. Gibbs has got it again.
Down to get the training staff out. Let's go back to look at this long run. Look at that offensive line. Nice job of being able to handle that slant angle. Actually, that's the play right after it. Still positive.
Has good protection this time and flips it short. And it's the first since Humphred to do what he's doing tonight.
26, I want to say.
Yeah. And then again.
Corner that's up tight. Is it man? Is it zone? Bryce comes off of it. He's expecting him to.
Young.
Having a rough night and you're not feeling the rhythm of the offense. Your vision isn't what it normally is. Watch Latu break free right there. I mean, normally Bryce Young steps up and fires that, and that's a first down. You move the stinging things up on him and confusing him. The defensive coordinator from LSU.
3rd and 10. Young trying to improvise, goes to the edge, and he'll be dropped to flag. Gibbs makes a cut, barrels down to the one.
Seal the edge with Latu, bring around the big offensive lineman.
Their power back is in the left of Young. He's got the football and he just plows. Young flips it incomplete. When Young was razor sharp, 5 of 7 at 20-yard scramble to set up the game-winning field goal. They do it again in an even more hostile environment. Crowd will try to make it as tough as humanly possible. It's first. Bring a 4-man rush. Protection is good. Young finds Gibbs, who slides.
Does a good job of securing that for a catch.
Perkins comes out of the game. Gibbs. They show pressure and bring it. It's picked up. Young launching downfield. Diving attempt.
Loves that press coverage. Has good length. He's 6'2". Actually.
Pressure again. Young escapes for now. Still alive. Flings it downfield. Has Brooks wide open. And the
That's why you're Bryce Young, even though you're not having a great night. Once he starts to scramble, watch this right here. The two defenders peek and get their eyes in the backfield. Now they've lost both the receivers. Everybody's watching.
They go for 2. Young fires across the middle. Still got to move it about 50 yards in that position. And the catch made by Lots.
Watch the composure of Bryce Young and with that clock running.
Flushed and throws it away. Three-man rush. And 11 saving his timeouts. And 3rd down, Young converts again. Catch
here. Who I just said, who's going to win the one-on-one battles? Able to get separation right at the top of the route in a well.
Latu on either side.
I think he got the matchup that he wanted with Latu. Watch his feet. He just looks a little unsettled, uncomfortable. He's beaten. I mean, he has the tight.
Young, another long throw.
Came out of his break.
Right back to work. And this one's a throwaway. JoJo Earl play a big role tonight. He hasn't until that moment.
Yeah, and you go back to that throw.
Pressure again off his back foot, lofting to the end zone. And
Everybody, no safeties in the middle. Watch this safety gets occupied. I mean, that's 0. Bring one more than they can handle.
At 1, they just get it off. Young steps up, delivers. Catch me! No.
Tried to get them on a stutter and go. Double move, and he didn't bite on it at all. I thought.
Gibbs stacked up, and Young sidesteps traffic, motors right on cue.
The spy this time. They don't have it. See the pressure to the far right. That's the freshman, Perkins. So there's no one there. Everybody has their back turned. And Bryce Young has the same.
And tear in these defenses, trying to chase down quarterbacks in OT. A serious challenge. Gibbs on the check down. Young looking to his right, throws to the end zone, batted in the air.
Coming on the blitz, watch his eyes. He's watching him right now. He sees him, got the slant, boom. And then Purdy could cover.
Young for the end zone.